Hi guys and girls, so it's going to be the first of a few lessons we're going to do just on videos, just to help you do something while we're not in school. This week we are going to start with a little bit of a writing thing. We've done this a few times before, and really no matter where you are with the classical guitar, you should be able to write a song. So we're going to use all of our open strings because we all know those names. We've got, E, A, D, G, B, E. Elephants and donkeys grow big ears. You should all have that. And you'll also need your practice diary opened up to the back pages. Well, they look a little bit like this. Yeah, so that's the page you're going to need, and you're going to need your guitar. You want it tuned as well. I'll put up another video where I've shown you how to tune it if you're not sure, but you might need a bit of help from your parents to do that. Okay, so for this first kind of task that I'm going to set you to do, we're going to have a look at writing our own song. Now, the song doesn't have to be overly complicated. It can be whatever you like. I want you to try and use all the notes that you've learned so far. Now, that doesn't mean we're going to use all of the notes all of the time. So I don't want you to play just as much as you can play. We don't want that. What we want instead, we want a nice melody, something you could sing, just like Married a Little Lamb or Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, something you could sing and everyone would know what it is. So we're going to come up with that. Now there's a really good few tricks that we can use to come up with something really, really nice. So what I want you to do first is I want you to pick one note. Any note, doesn't matter which one. We're going to pick B. We're going to start with B. With our B note, what I want us to come up with is some kind of rhythm that we think we could carry on for the rest of our whole song. So that might be something like this. Always walking fingers. That's a nice little rhythm. Da, 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 da. So then we might add a second note. So maybe I'm going to add my second note, which is E. And we might go something like this. We might go. That's a really nice start to a melody, and from there we can build it up and add more notes. So maybe we might add a fretted note. Let's try C. See how that sounds. What did you think of that? Sounded a bit weird, didn't it? The C is a bit too close to the B. Sounds okay, sounds cool, sounds a bit like Arabian maybe. And you might really like that, and if you do, keep it. Remember, music is just what we like, so there's no right or wrong, there is only, does that sound good or does it sound bad? If you think it sounds good, then keep it. We're going to change it just because. Why not change? Why not give it a go? So maybe instead of the C, we could use the G. Try that. Maybe that's your song. It's a really, really nice song, uses our open strings. Maybe that's as far as you're going to get. But I want you to try and make it as long as you can. And when you've got it, what I want you to then do is open up your book, open up to those back pages, and see if you can write it down as well. Use the notation that we've been learning in lessons. If you're using open strings, it should be really easy. We can use the front of our books to find where that is. So if we've got the guitar basics, we could look into Big Blue Bear, and that will tell us what our open string should look like. Or if we've got Guitarist Way, we can look on that first page with songs 1, 2 and 3, and we can write them into there. And what I want you to try and do is I want you to come up with a song that you can write down and then send to me, right? Because just like in lessons, whenever we write a song, I always like to play your songs. So if you can write them down, send them to me, that'd be a really nice thing to do. And maybe even you could record them and send them to me as well. That'd be really cool. I love listening to your songs. So I'm going to use that same thing now. I'm going to come up with my own song. So I might start it a bit differently to what you might be able to. I'm just going to add a couple chords so it sounds nice. So maybe something like. So when I've got my little loop going, I might add something over the top. Now, what you might have noticed is I actually didn't use very many notes there. I only used D, C, B, A. I think I might have used a G as well, but maybe not. And with those few notes, you can come up with a really nice melody. Doesn't have to be anything complicated. Just something really, really nice and calming. I always think that if you can remember a song after you've played it a couple times, you've written something really good. If you can't remember it, then maybe it's not as good as you could have made it, and you could make something that's a bit better. All right? I look forward to listening to your songs, and I will send out some new videos soon. All right, bye guys.